what it is, it's the Flowster. Let's get going. Today we got some bangers for some med-level money makers. Hopefully there'll be some use to you guys. Enjoy. Starting us off, we have collecting blue dragon scales. For this method, you'll need 70 agility to get through that pipey boy that leads to the blue dragons. Or you can do this with 65 agility and use the summer pie when you're about to enter the pipe. You'll also need 37 magic to teleport to Falador, as this is our method of getting there, as well as our method of banking. You'll also need an anti-fire shield or dragon fire shield so you don't become a crispy chap. You'll also need 24 doses of stamina potions. It's also nice to bring graceful here, but it shouldn't really be required since you're drinking staminas. If you have low defense, you'll probably want to prioritize armor with a higher melee defense since the blue dragons can attack you. Alright, so we're going to be starting this trip off at Falador West Bank. Before you take off, you want to make sure that you drink a 1-dose stamina potion. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll start the run. So it's a pretty straightforward trip. Since this is a med-level guide, I'm sure most of you know where Taverley Dungeon is, but that's where we're going. And then we're just going to go across the agility shortcut, where we will be picking up the scales. So when you get here, if you're using Runelight, you can shift click and mark tiles. So there are 5 scales to collect from. This is the order that I do them in right here. And as you can see, they spawn back pretty quick. Collect these scales till your inventory is full, and then it's time to bonk them for absolute fat stacks. Each trip takes 2.5 minutes, and that includes banking. That would give you 648 blue scales an hour, putting us to 400k profit per hour after subtracting staminas and law runes. Next on our list is tanning black dragon hide. This is a sweaty run to the dude and run back kind of method. This tanner actually charges the same rate as the one in Al-Kharid, and I time both methods. Al-Kharid to and from the bank with banking was 23 seconds, while the crafting guild was 10 seconds. So using the crafting guild is a little more than twice as fast. Requirements: decent stack of cash money. We're talking about 32 mil to buy supplies and pay the tanner if you just want to head to the GE once an hour. You'll also need a brown apron to enter the crafting guild if you don't have a 99 crafting cape. You're also going to want full graceful to be an absolute behemoth at running these streets. Right here, right now, you can get 700 big ones per hour. Don't call PETA, but we're out hunting. Hunting for these cute fat boys. Requirements for these chubby chonks are going to be the Eagle's Peak quest, 63 hunter, but you're going to get more money per hour if you're at least 80. As well as the Song of the Elves quest complete so that you can get to the best hunting spot. Otherwise, you can use the area unlocked by completing the Hard Western Provinces diary. I would not recommend hunting outside of these 2 locations because there will be too many bots to compete with. Inventory should look something like mine if you are 3-ticking to set up your traps, which I definitely recommend you do. Gear here does not matter. To get here the fastest, you're going to take the Spirit Tree to Prifddinas and then follow this path here. Mark these tiles and that's where you'll put up your box traps. I also recommend that you select Hidden for the NPC attack option so that way you don't accidentally smack a Rich Enchantment and it blows up. I recommend 3-ticking when setting your traps so that way they'll go up a little faster. I'll give you a little demo here of what it looks like between the 2. So we'll start by putting down without using a 3-tick method. And now we'll put down traps with using a 3-tick method. As you can see, it's a small difference, but over the course of an hour, it'll definitely add up. Because I'm using the Swamp Tar and Harlander method, if you just forget to set a trap or you're too slow, you're going to actually get Harlander Tar, which is not what you want. But that's why you bring an herb sack here with spare grimy Harlander herbs, and so you can empty that, quickly clean one of your herbs and then click down so you don't clean all of them. Then fill the herb sack back up and you're good to go. For me, at level 82 Hunter, I was able to get 450 red chins an hour, putting me right at 500k profit per hour. If you are below level 80 hunter, you'll probably get around 400k profit per hour. Next on this list, we've got opening crystal chests in Taverley. Requirements for this 1 mil an hour moneymaker is going to be a thick with 2 C's, 13.5 mil cash stack to buy supplies for an hour, a fast banking method like Glory or Ring of Dueling, a gem bag, and moving your player-owned house to Taverley to get here quickly. Because I don't want to spam click the ground a lot, I found this setup to be the best in terms of minimizing clicks and maximizing profit. To start, teleport outside your house, then just run to this chest and use your keys on it. Unfortunately, you cannot just left click the chest. You'll want to click on your gem bag to store the uncut dragon stones. Just know that the gem bag can only store 60 of each uncut gem, so you have to remember to empty your gem bag at the bank once every 4 trips. It's also worth noting that if you're using RuneLite, you want to go to the ground items plugin and select the low value price and set that to 10k. That way you're able to see all the valuable drops that will appear on the ground, like runite bars, coal, rune plate legs, etc. With this method, you'd be looking at using approximately 630 keys per hour. It assumes that trips take you 1 minute and 20 seconds, and that includes banking. Because we aren't picking up the cheap runes, swordfish, any spinach drops, and addy square shields to make things easier, profit will be around 1 mil an hour. The last method on our list today is going to be Runecrafting Astrals. This method requires 82 runecrafting, a small, medium, large, and giant runecrafting pouch, stamina potions, an earth staff or dust battle staff, lunar spellbook to teleport back to Moon Clan, and recommended is going to be full graceful, a rune pouch with astrals, laws, and cosmics in it, and wear the seal of passage if you do not have the Dream Mentor quest complete, so that you can bank with Bird's Eye Jack. To start the method, you'll first bank here and get your inventory ready. I like to have my pouches like this just because I'm used to it. So get all your pouches filled, put essence in your inventory, and drink a stamina dose. Now, we just have to journey to the altar and make bank. I did some testing between the Moon Clan teleport and the Telegroup Moon Clan teleport, and found that the Group Moon Clan teleport is more beneficial when banking, as it'll take you just slightly closer to the bank. When your pouches degrade, use the NPC contact and talk to the Dark Mage. He'll repair your pouches for you. After you contact him once, you can right-click the NPC contact spell to contact him quicker. Doing this method, you can expect to make around 1.1 mil an hour. Alright, so this is going to do it for this money making guide. Hopefully it helped you out, and thanks for watching. And remember, go with the flow.